happen. Now, I'm your girl, Paula Marie, and I wanted to talk to you about immunizations specifically because we're getting ready for Bali right now. And I wanted to let you know that because today I got one, two, three immunization shots today, getting ready for Dubai and Bali. The good news is that both of the countries pretty much have the same immunizations. So I did a 2 for 1, right? I got my one immunization to cover both of those locations. And so I'm excited to be able to share with you a couple of things that I found out today. Now, the last time I got my immunizations was when I went to um, Egypt in 2017. So that, and I did, child, I didn't know what I was doing then. So I'm going to share with you what not to do because I have already done it. Okay. Alrighty. So the first thing I want to share with you is, where do you even start? Right now, the government has everything laid out for you. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go right into the destinations page on the CDC. Now, the CDC is open to everyone. You literally should be your first line of communication. And so I'm already on the page where you can literally just select the destination that you're going to. Now, if you look off onto the right, you see that there's a 1-800 number that you can call. You can also email them if you have more questions. But we are going to Bali and Dubai. So you can see it has all the things, right? It has all the things. So I'm going to pick a place that um, I'm going to pick Caicos Islands because that's the newest trip that's added to our itinerary at Reset Travel when it comes to group travel. So I'm going to go to Caicos Islands. Now that's going to be May of 2026. It is open, and if you are interested in that, type Turks. Type Turks in the comments, and I will get all of that information to you. So it tells you a little bit about the island, any health notices, travel health notices. That's going to be if anything urgent is happening, if there's something that's surging in that area. We're going to know about it if we go to those notices. Vaccines and medicines, non-vaccine preventable disease, how to stay healthy and safe, your packing list, and after the trip, what to do, right? So if you scroll down a little bit more, it breaks each of these down. So there are no notices for Turks and Caicos, right? Which is based in the UK. If we scroll down to vaccines and medicines, it gets a little bit we get a little bit more information. So it gives us routine vaccines, COVID-19, and then it breaks down hepatitis A, hepatitis B, measles, rabies, typhoid, and yellow fever. And it tells you, so I'm going to start from the bottom since we're here. Yellow fever, the CDC says that this is not a recommended vaccine, and that the country entry requirements does not require it too. So this is good because it tells you what the US is suggesting and recommending, and it's also telling you what the country itself is recommending as well. So when it comes to typhoid, it's recommended for most travelers, especially those staying with friends or relatives or visiting small cities and rural areas. Now you got to make a choice because we're going to be on a cruise. We've got 24 hours in Turks and Caicos that we can kind of like hang out and do things. So you've got to make a choice. Do you want to get the typhoid? Do you not? I'm gonna opt not because I know I'm gonna be on the ship the majority of the time, and when I'm out and about, I'm gonna be at great recommended restaurants. I'm not gonna be eating street food or any of those things. I'm not gonna be eating like handmade food, homemade food. I mean, so that changes things up a lot in terms of like what I need and what I require. But you may say, hey, I want to be on the safe side. I'm going to get that typhoid. And so if you get it, you're going to be fine. Rabies, it gives you details about rabies, and it says if rabies exposure occurs while in Turks and Caicos, rabies vaccines are typically available throughout most of the country. So this is something that you can get after the fact, while you're recreationally moving about Turks and Caicos, right? Measles, even though cases of measles are worldwide, travelers are at a risk of measles if they have not been fully vaccinated at least 2 weeks prior to departure or have not had measles in the past and travel internationally to areas where measles is spreading. So, all international travelers should be fully vaccinated against measles with the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, including an early dose for infants 6 through 11. So if you've had your measles vaccine, you're good. Right. So this is great information recommended for unvaccinated travelers of all ages traveling to Turks and Caicos. So this is hepatitis B. I will tell you that hepatitis B it comes in three. So what does that mean? It means that you have to have three shots, and they have to be so many weeks apart. Now, this is what I didn't get hepatitis B at all. It wasn't required when I went to Egypt in 2017. Only Hep A was required. However, um, I did get another vaccine, and I did not know that it came with shots. Had to come back at a certain length of time to get shot 2 or shot 3. I went probably 2 weeks before I was flying out to my Egypt trip, which wasn't enough time. So I only got one of the shots that I needed, right? Which was Hep A, not B. But I found out today that Hep B is definitely required for where I'm going to Dubai, and I'm highly recommended to where I'm going to Dubai and Bali. And so, what are these three band aids? Okay, what are these three band-aids? Okay, we got it done, okay, and I have to come back for two more of my hepatitis B. So yeah, today it was just me and Chris, baby. It was just me and Chris. We was like, we're gonna get these shots done today, okay? So we got them done. But just be aware that some of your shots you may need to get multiple injections and also doses, and they may need to be spread apart. So I know I can't get my second hepatitis B until 4 weeks from today. That's when I can start to get it. Now, it doesn't have to be on the dot, but it has to be after that 4 week. So if I had waited a couple of weeks before I left, I would have been some problems. Okay, would have been some problems. So, nah, yeah. So let's jump back into it. Um, for hepatitis A, which is the shot that I got in 2017, and I left before I could get the first shot. So I only had one dose in my body, right? Thank God it was a really great trip, safe. It was just amazing. But today I got my second dose of my hepatitis A. And then I'm done. I'm done with Hep A because you're supposed to get two doses. And I got one in 2017. I got the other one today. And my nurse said I'm good to go. So I don't have to have that. Um, and it also says that unvaccinated travelers who are over 40 years old are income immunocompromised or have chronic medical conditions planning to depart to a risk area in less than 2 weeks should get the initial dose of the vaccine and at the same appointment receive the immune globulin. So it gives you lots of information. It says here, I did not go to the CDC when I went to Egypt in 2017, but it clearly says it right here. The dose does not count towards the routine 2 dose series. So it tells you right there that there's 2 doses. There's a series. Series means more than one. I did not go to the CDC. So don't be me, be better. Okay. And it also says that the hepatitis A shot that you got as a baby, 6 to 11 months, that's not included in this dosage at all. So this dose needs to be like, as an adult, you need to get your 2 doses, and they need to be spaced out, whatever the spacings are. And then COVID-19, all eligible travelers should be up to date on their COVID-19 vaccines. Remember, COVID is still a thing. COVID is still a thing. All right. So make sure that you get those. And then the routine vaccines that is recommended is your chickenpox. Now, some of these you may have gotten as a child, and so you're good to go. Diphtheria, tetanus, flu, and influenza, measles, mumps, and rubella, the MMR, polio. That's one of the shots I got today. Shingles. So these are recommended shots. They're like your routine shot that you should have, and then also goes into deeper vaccines that you should have. I think it's important for you to understand that if you're going to be um, really working on traveling, to understand like where you're traveling and how to see these things out. Please don't put these all at one time. You make sure that you are being um, as diligent as you can, because you don't want to be stressed about getting these immunizations right when you're traveling, packing, trying to get all your ducks in a row. So make this something that's a priority as soon as you know that you are about to go out of the country. Just do a quick check to see what's needed and what's required. So pretty easy. You just go down, fill out your list, and then pick the location, and it'll guide you through. My nurse literally today showed me this because this is all they do. Okay. So they don't have a magic list anywhere. And a lot of times, if you go someplace, I'm realizing they're going to ask you, well, what do you need? And you don't know what you need, right? Until you know. So definitely go to the cdc.gov / travel / destinations. You'll be able to get all of the information. Then it gives you some helpful tidbits along the way, just so that you can familiarize yourself with what is required and how you should be moving. So I'm going to share this because I think this is pretty important. Um, it's telling you to avoid contaminated water. It's also how to avoid bug bites. And I have a whole list of insect repellent that you should buy when you're traveling to different countries. There's even a repellent that you can place on your clothes that will help to keep the insects and mosquitoes away from you, that I give out to everyone that's traveling with me to those countries that we need that information. And then it gives you like different um, prescriptions that you can have. You can also get a prescription from your doctor before you leave, and you can take that like every other day, and that will also help you to kind of immunize yourself against insect bites and things like that. And it just gives you just a lot of information about how to prevent bug bites, how to stay safe outdoors. You know that we're going to be outside, we're going to be excursioning. Okay, so I want you to understand that you can be safe and excursion. Okay, I just made that up. That's going to be my new word, excurge. Okay. How to keep away from animals, how to resist the use of germs, sharing bodily fluids, how to get medical care when you're traveling in this particular country that we selected, selecting safe transportation, maintaining personal security. And then they give you a packing list as well, like things to pack. And then they give you a list of things to do after you get back. Like if you're not feeling well after, like what to look for, what to look out for in terms of like those symptoms. And so all of that is included on the main hub of the CDC site. So if you have any questions at all about immunizations, what do I need? How many doses is it? When should I start getting them? Definitely your first stop should be to the CDC. Alrighty. All right. So I hope that this was helpful for you. Also, want to remind you that we have trips popping off this year and next. So Bali and Dubai, we move out in about less than a month. Like it's less than a month. So we in these streets, okay? And then Greece is popping off in October. If you want to squeeze into Greece, just type the word Greece in the comments and let me know. And then Accra, Ghana will be there in February, which is Black History Month. So definitely if you want to like get closer to your roots and really continue to normalize nurturing you, this is where you want to be. And then Turks and Caicos is we are setting sail on May the 2nd through the 7th. May the 2nd through the 2nd. May the 2nd through the 7th. So we have tons of time, but we don't have time. Okay, so you want to book now because during the month of May, there is a beautiful 75% off sale for the second traveler that joins us. You want to make sure that you jump on that trip. And if you have any questions about joining us in Turks and Caicos, because we are filling our cabins up now, this cruise is selling off. It's selling out. Like I found a really affordable cabin for like 1,300. Went back the next day to book it for a client. It was all sold out. This cruise is selling out because of the special that Virgin Voyages hosts about twice a year, which is the second sailor sales at 75% off. So this is the way that you can indulge in that luxury cruise that Virgin delivers. This is an adult only cruise. So Virgin is always adult only. So this is where we get into our grown and our sexy, right? And I want you to really look at what we're doing. It is 5 nights. We set sail on day 1. We're leaving from Miami. On day 2, we are on the sea, and we will have some great fun activities to do within our group on sea. Day 3, we are at Turks and Caicos. We are landing at the location. We are there overnight. We get there at 8 a.m. We stay there all day. We stay there all night. We set sail the next day. Day 4, we are at sea on our way to the Bahamas because on day 5, we are at Bimini. Bimini is a private island that's on the Bahamas, and it is a beautiful location. So beautiful location, and it's a great ocean club. And then we set sail back to Miami where we deport. Now, let me tell you this. I'm so excited about this trip. I don't know what to do. And it's not until next year. And it's because I've been interested in Virgin for a really long time, really wanting to like see what all the frills was about when it came to Virgin. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm excited about being taken care of. Like I'm excited about the luxury of it all. That's what I'm excited about. So I want to have a great vacation with great perks. And Virgin is known for being your happy place. So this is all the things that you're going to get while you're at Virgin. While you're on your Virgin cruise. So I want you to take note of what that looks like. These are all the things. So there is absolutely no tipping allowed, right? No tipping allowed. All of your tips and your gratuities is paid for inside of your stay. So no out of pocket once you get on the ship. They have amazing entertainment, throughout the entire time that we're there. Shows, comedy shows, singers, just all the things. Fitness classes. So they've got expert fitness professionals that are going to be able to give you classes throughout the entire cruise to be able to experience some different things, right? And that's what we want. We want to experience something different. They have 20 eateries on the ship, and all of their chefs are Michelin star. The menus are specially curated for the locations that we're traveling to. So there's something for everyone's palate while you're there. There's unlimited soda and water, and I will tell you that everyone on this trip will have $100 bar tab that's included in your. You also have option to, if that's what you choose. And then stable Wi-Fi, because we know that you want to be sharing all of these pictures and posting on the social internets. So we want to make sure that you have the Wi-Fi there to be able to get it in and to get it done. So that's what you're going to get when you are at on a Virgin cruise. And we've got some special things up our sleeve as well. So excited about that. Super excited about it. So listen, if you're interested in jumping in on a Virgin cruise with us, going to Turks and Caicos in May, or Accra in February, or Greece in October, definitely let me know in the comments, and make sure to save this video, share it out to your travel bestie, all right? Because sharing is caring. We want to make sure everybody is doing the things that they need to do to be safe and healthy while we're traveling. So this is your girl, Paula Marie, aka the CEO of Reset Travel. Thank you so much for joining in, and I can't wait to see all of the different places that you're going to go. So tell me in the comments below, when's your next trip out of the country? Where you going? Where you going? Let me know. All right. Peace.